So Roman Reigns made his infamous return at SummerSlam 2024 and had one of the biggest pops of all time, especially the biggest pop of his entire career. And there's one question that I'm pretty sure some fans may have. How did he do it? How did Roman Reigns go from being the biggest villain in the company to being the biggest babyface overnight, just like that? I'm pretty sure Vince McMahon is somewhere in a corner crying, downing some ICO Pro as we speak right now. Like, how did Triple H, my son-in-law, do this? I can't understand. I tried for so long to get this fucking reaction from goddamn Roman Reigns, and I couldn't do it. How did Triple H do it? Well, one, because Triple H actually knows how to tell a great story. Two, actually loves the business. And three, isn't a piece of shit. So maybe that had to do, well, I don't know about the last part, but need I remind you, at one particular point, Roman Reigns was over as a babyface. In the summer of 2014, after the Shield broke up, Roman Reigns by himself was over. He was getting major babyface reactions from the entire crowd. That in the summer of 2014 at SummerSlam, one of the biggest pay-per-views in the WWE's history, Roman Reigns defeated Randy Orton clean with a great ovation from the crowd. People were happy to finally see someone new in the main event scene after your Brock Lesnar, Zillion's John Cena, Zillion Randy Orton's. People just wanted something new and different. And Roman Reigns gave them that guy. But then he gets injured. And then you know what happens? While Roman Reigns was injured in the fall of 2014, winter of 2014, Vince McMahon decided to get a big pot and said, I need Hulk Hogan. I need John Cena. Let's stir it up. And out comes Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, who at one point was seen as a badass, all of a sudden was cutting these John Cena-esque, corny-ass promos. The infamous suffering succotash that that was the day that killed his career. During this same time, not only did Roman Reigns return, but there was another guy that returned around the same exact time who was organically over with the crowd, who everyone loved, and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, who won the title at WrestleMania 30, then had to vacate it shortly, months later, because of an injury. He came back, and everybody was like, oh, well, of course Daniel Bryan's going to win the Royal Rumble. Of course Daniel Bryan's going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to go on and face Brock Lesnar and potentially defeat him at WrestleMania. Because of course, they're not going to make the same mistake they did the year prior when he didn't even make it into the Royal Rumble 2014 in Pittsburgh. And the whole entire crowd hijacked the goddamn company until Daniel Bryan was in the main event and won. There's no way they will make the same mistake twice. There's no way they will make the same mistake twice. Except they did. And they said, nah, y'all don't want Daniel Bryan. Y'all want Roman Reigns. Try to do this whole Jedi mind trick. like, no, y'all want Roman Reigns. Don't you see, we brought The Rock back. The Rock to help. The Rock is one of the people's champion. He's one of the greatest of all time. Y'all want Roman Reigns, right? No, we wanted Daniel Bryan. You did not have the story surrounding Roman Reigns to where people felt the need to see him win. Daniel Bryan already had a locked-in story. He lost the title without even getting beaten. He had to vacate it. He was the ultimate underdog that everybody could resonate with and get behind. He wasn't the big dog, he was the underdog. And people still felt slighted that we never got a proper Daniel Bryan title reign. So of course everybody was going to be behind Daniel Bryan. But by this particular point, Vince said, I gave y'all Daniel Bryan once, I'm not going to do it again. By this particular point, I'm going to run the show how I see it. I don't care what y'all want. And that's what Vince did for the next 4 years. Roman would go on to main event WrestleMania 31, but he would go on to not win and then be in obscurity for the next year until the following year where he finally won the title in late 2015. Got a good reaction, But then we saw they were just trying to redo Austin versus McMahon with him and Vince and Triple H, and we were like, come on, give us something new and different. Stop it. Like, first of all, you can't cut a promo like a Stone Cold and make people be intrigued by you as a character. So doing the whole boss versus employee doesn't work. And then you don't have the archetype of a CM Punk or a Daniel Bryan who was actually in real life not being pushed properly. So it's like you were being forced down our throats. You want us to believe that you are somehow being put down by the man, by Vince McMahon and Triple H, when they obviously want you to be the guy, but we keep rejecting you. It's not believable. It's not organic. It doesn't feel real. It's supposed to feel real. And Roman Reigns was just not doing that. It's really no fault of his own. It's how he was being booked. So he winds up finally winning the world title again in 2016 in the main event of WrestleMania 32 in one of the worst main events of all time. And nobody cared about his title reign because there was always somebody that the fans wanted over Roman Reigns. Whether it was Daniel Bryan, whether it was Dean Ambrose in 2016, whether it was Braun Strowman in 2017, 2018, there was always someone that the fans wanted more. Not to mention going back to WrestleMania 33, 2017, when Roman Reigns defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania, only the second guy to say they defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania. The following night, Roman Reigns goes out there, has the most heat I've ever seen anybody, like John Cena going into ECW One Night Stand in 2006. Like, he had that amount of heat because you just defeated our beloved Undertaker at WrestleMania when we clearly do not accept you as the top guy. Clearly. And you know what Roman Reigns does? He looks at the crowd, he smirks, and says, "It's my yard now." And gets booed out the building. And somehow Vince McMahon says, well, that proves it. There it is, pal. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just the guy. It's like, did we not go through this with John Cena for a decade? You're making us go through this again? Not having a proper baby face that everybody can resonate with and connect with and love? We went through this with John Cena. You're making us go through this again with Roman Reigns? And that's what happened from 2015 to 2019. Half the crowd boomed, well, most of the crowd boomed, and you had this little section of girls and kids that loved him. But he never felt like the guy. Hell, he never was even pushed like the guy, for real. And even in saying all of that, the reaction that we recently got with Roman Reigns in 2024, you could have had it. I truly believe you could have had it. Again, because you did have it. Not to this extent, but you had it, like I said, in the summer of 2014. If you just would have stayed the course and been patient, which has never been a Vince McMahon characteristic, to stay the course and be patient. But I believe you could have achieved the goal of making Roman Reigns your top guy if you just would have built it organically and properly. But let me know what you think. Do you think Roman Reigns could have been this back in 2015, 2016? Let me know. Comment below. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things of the things. Welcome to the High Bitch. This is Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.